So dreams, specifically reoccurring dreams, are a really good sign that you're quantum leaping. This is another version of you on a parallel timeline communicating with you, telling you what you need to do in order to close that gap to reach that timeline. This happened to me 3 years ago, and all these things that I was dreaming about that I did not know why are actually my reality now. But here are some other signs that you are quantum jumping. You might also be experiencing a lot of deja vu. This is an echo from that parallel timeline version of you that is already quantum leapt, that is already living this life. Because time is not linear, but we must experience it this way. Oftentimes when we are collapsing timelines, we will be feeling the deja vu of the version of us that already went through these experiences in order to quantum leap to the dream life. And it's like reality is echoing back to us experiences that we've already had, choices that we've already made, things that this other version of us has already done. This is a good sign. This is that we're getting closer to that version of us that already has the desired reality. And when you are consciously quantum leaping, you also experience what is feeling like the timeline that you want to jump to is over a bridge, and your other self is communicating with you, telling you what you need to do in order to close the gap. This is what showed up for me in my dreams was things I needed to do, things I needed to let go of, beliefs I needed to have about reality. I basically needed to believe that my life could be that good, and that was part of what closed the gap for me, was believing in this reality above all else, and it manifested. So you might be getting these like nudges that is like your other self is telling you what you need to let go of, what actions you need to take, what new beliefs you need to have about yourself and reality, ways you need to raise your vibration, because you and that other version do not have the same beliefs about reality and the same frequency. How do I know this? Because if you had all the same beliefs, thoughts, feelings, and vibration, you would be at that same frequency and you wouldn't need to jump. So oftentimes when you are starting to make that jump, and like I said in the other video, it reaches a tipping point, that other version of you is going to be communicating with you with things you need to do in order to get closer to them in frequency. And when you get closer to them in frequency, that's when you collapse timelines. Other things you might experience is recalibration of your energy. Now, this can look like you feel really high, you feel really buzzy, you feel really good because you are raising up to that higher frequency. And then you might often dip into a way lower frequency because you are not used to holding that high level frequency all the time. This is totally normal. If these dreams are reoccurring and they represent the reality you want, pay attention to them, start to believe in them, and ask your other self what you can do to get closer to collapsing the timelines, and you will quantum jump. Much love.